So wow, what if we throw the word alignment out the window and we start thinking of motivation? Like, what's your motivation? This should be like alignment in D&D on some level is dead. People don't like using it. Fine, I get it. I'm cool with that. I've been using alignment for years, but maybe there's something better, something new. And I think this might be it. Okay. I just had an inspiration and I gotta get this out of my mind quickly. And this might be a little bit, well, disjointed today, but I have to talk about this. Alignment is motivation. Alignment is your motivation. It's the reason you do the things you do. In other words, it's not necessarily like good versus evil and that kind of thing. It just comes down to this. Like, what do you want to do and why? And most of it is going to be instinctual, right? It's just going to come natural. And so on a simple level, let's look at first just like lawful evil versus lawful good. Someone who's lawful evil is going to follow the rules because it is going to lead them to get what they want. And ultimately what they want is they want what's best for them. They do not care about anyone else at all. They really simply want what's best for them. And on some level we could say they might even delight in doing such things to the disparity or the despair of others. Okay, that's in a way to look at like lawful evil. Well, let's just take a different way to look at it. Let's look at evil versus good. Evil versus good, we could say evil is all about the self, and good, on the other hand, is all about what's best for everyone. Or at the very least, maybe what's best for the least among us kind of thing, right? So if we think of like the paladin, right? The quintessential lawful good defender of, the righteous, or defender of, the weak, or however you want to term it. The paladin, the lawful good cleric maybe even, or even lawful good fighter, that character is going to do what's right to help others. They're going to put their self, their own body, their own health, their own livelihood and well-being behind and in the way of everyone else. You will defend someone else to your last. That's good. Whereas evil is like, no, you get it. I'm gonna put you in front of me to protect me. That's the simplest way to look at motivation, I think. And if we look at alignment based on motivation, now we come at a different angle to the whole topic. So check this out. If we look at law versus chaos, right? Law is recognizing that there is some order to all things, right? There's order to things. There are, when there are rules and the rules are followed, things move efficiently and well. Someone who looks at the world through the eyes of law, of lawfulness, sees that, oh, there's days, there's nights, there's seasons, there is years, there are these cycles in existence that are true, and we can follow them and pay attention to them. And if we instill those things into our existence, things move, let's say, according to plan. Whereas chaos looks at like the wind and the river and this, and even if there's some kind of weird fractal pattern that could be said, oh well, you know, chaos in itself is a law. Okay, sure, that's like really highbrow, like crazy philosophical level. Like, don't even want to try to go there. Let's stay on the basic simple levels of motivation here. Let's look at chaos as thinking or believing that there is chance, there is a certain luck, or there is a certain, you know, unknown to life. And that's sure, you know what, the days and the years and that, all that happens, sure, but you know what, why is it sometimes that in the middle of, you know, a seemingly hot day, it gets cold all of a sudden? Why does the wind come up out of nowhere? Why are there earthquakes? Why are there volcanoes? Why are there these seemingly unexplainable things that happen that stir everything up? And they, for some reason, are drawn to that. They think that that's important to life. Like, if somebody's got a mundane life, their life is a doldrum, they might get bored with that. They might think, ugh, well, I couldn't get up, do my job, go to sleep, get up, do my job, go to sleep, you know, get up, till the soil, get up, plant the seed, get up, harvest the, you know, crop, get up, enjoy the harvest, get up, till the soil, get up, plant the seed, year in and year out. Some people, like, that feels good because law to them feels good. They like an order. They like a pattern. It feels right. It feels correct. Whereas others, they want things to be different and exciting and change, and they have a sense of spontaneity, and that feels good. And then, the blessed center, neutrality, where, you know, hey, sometimes it's good to follow the rules, and sometimes it's good to be spontaneous. And you know, sometimes it's probably good to do what's at best for everyone. And sometimes, you know, you probably should look out for yourself. That's neutrality, right? So wow, what if we throw the word alignment out the window and we start thinking of motivation? Like, what's your motivation? This should be like, alignment in D&D on some level is dead. People don't like using it. Fine, I get it. I'm cool with that. I've been using alignment for years, but maybe there's something better, something new. And I think this might be it. I really genuinely think if we start thinking about motivation, even if we use the same, 9-section diagram, and with that, grid that we're all accustomed to, where you have, chaos on one side and law on the other, and you have good on the top and evil on the bottom or something like this. So where you have the full array, where you have chaotic good, neutral good, and lawful good, and you have chaotic neutral and just neutral, and you have lawful neutral, and then of course you have chaotic evil, neutral evil, and lawful evil. And where do we fall in that spectrum? We can still use the same terms, but maybe we just don't call it alignment anymore. Maybe we just call it motivation. And this whole spectrum, right? If we look at that spectrum and think like, wow, well, what if those were just our motivations? What if they had nothing necessarily to do with law and chaos and good and evil? But what if they were just our motivations? What if it was just like, do we work for ourselves? Do we work for others? Do we like to follow the rules? Do we like to do what's spontaneous and exciting? Or do we sort of like balance in everything? But I don't know. This is just the inspiration I had today, and it just feels really kind of cool. It's like trying on a new outfit, like a new shirt, a new suit or something, new dress, I guess, if you're a woman. I don't know, but you're trying on something new. Like it kind of feels interesting. Motivation instead of alignment. What do you think? Well, let's talk about this. And I'll see you tomorrow. And keep rolling 20s. And remember, it's your game. Play your way.